Hi everyone, my name is Gal, and on this video I will show you step by step how to create a website with Google Sites. Now there's no coding involved, so whether you're a complete beginner or you've made a website in the past, by the end of this video you'll be able to make your own beautiful published website in no time. And just before we dive in, please help me grow this channel by hitting that like, subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment. Alright guys, thank you so much anyways, and I'll see you inside. I hope you have fun and enjoy.
I hope you're all laid back right now, because on this tutorial we'll go through all the essentials on designing and adding content to your website, such as choosing your own theme, adding layouts, images, videos, and widgets. We'll also see how to add new pages, edit menus and navigation, edit and add content to our header and footer. We'll even learn how to connect Google Analytics in order to get important traffic data about our users. And although you don't have to do so, I will show you how to register a custom domain name and assign it to Google Sites. In order to see the exact contents of this video, go down to the description and check the timestamps where you can navigate easily throughout this video. Okay, let's lower down the background music. Alright, now let's dive in and explain what is Google Sites. Google Sites is a website building platform from Google which you can find on Google Apps. On Google Sites, you can add text, images, documents, videos, and even add your own HTML code if you want to add more features. If you're a bit familiar with other platforms, you can think of Google Sites as something similar to WordPress or even Wix, where they have the drag and drop option. We'll show that later on. Now, who is Google Sites for? Google Sites is basically made for everyone. It's made super easy to use, and you can create a website without having to know code at all. It has features that make it easy and intuitive to design your site the way you want it. If you have a small, temporary project, then Google Sites will be a perfect fit. Google Sites is great for anyone who wants a basic website, such as an About Me style website, a resources website, a personal blog, company website showing different services, and contact information. So, is Google Sites for free? Google Sites uses your Google Drive account to store files that you share on your website. So that means you can store up to 15 gigs of file for your website for free. Google is basically your website hosting provider. But keep in mind that your website domain name, the URL, will have an address that will look like this and include sites.google.com in the URL just like this. Which is fine if you want to try it out and get a feel for building websites, but if you want to show off this website to people, I would recommend to own your own domain. On this video, I will show you how to register and connect your own new domain, but it is not necessary for you to have when building your website. Now, there are a ton of domain providers out there, but to make things easy on you, I listed the top 10 domain providers, including their annual cost, on the link in the description down below. Now, as I said, you don't have to have your own domain name in order to continue with Google Sites. You could have your own website without a custom domain name. Now, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to register a new domain name under Godaddy.com. But go ahead, check the link down below and compare what domain provider is suitable for you. If you already have your domain or not interested in having one right now, go down to the description and check the timestamp for the next step. Now that we've went through all that, let's click on the link and let's begin. On this page, you can enter your domain name and check for availability. So what you want to do is just type in your wanted domain name right here. So I'm going to write choose your website domain. And let's search it. Now you can see here that it's showing me all the available options. And yes, choose your website domain.com is available. So I'm just going to press add to cart. And see that I'm not going to do 2 years. I'm just going to press for 1 year and see it's just for $4.99. I'm going to continue to cart right here. So now on this page, you can create your own email address that matches your domain. So let's say I could have my personalized mail, gal@chooseyourwebsitedomain.com. If you want to do this, go ahead. Just for this video, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to continue to cart. And now all you need to do is fill out the payment information, your billing information, and all your items right here are going to be on the right side. All we did right now is 1 year for $5, and all you have to do is complete purchase. And congratulations, this is your own brand new domain. Now what we want to do is connect Google Sites to GoDaddy, to our domain. So to do so, we want to get out of here and edit our website on Google. The way to do it, we just type in Google Sites, press the first result, Google Sites sign in. And now you can see this is Google Sites panel. This is where everything begins basically. So let's start with a new site and click on the plus sign on the bottom right corner, right here. Now before we start, I want us to connect our domain and verify our domain with Google and GoDaddy. So the way to do so, we go to the top right, press settings, and go to custom URLs. And this section, we're going to type in our domain name. Now we just go back. I just copy it here, chooseyourwebsitedomain.com. That's the custom domain that I chose before. I'm going to paste it, and the reason it's not valid is that I didn't put in www before it. So I'm going to type it right now, just as so. And now we need to verify it. So just click verify your ownership. Now on this page, you have two things to do. One, to verify that your domain name provider is under GoDaddy, right here. If it's not, then click it and check the provided names. And the second thing is, you have to copy this section and paste it inside the DNS configuration settings for GoDaddy's custom domain name that we just did. So we're going to do that right now. Just let's copy this section first and go back to GoDaddy. And we're going to click on View Domain Settings right here. Under our new domain, we're going to press on the DNS button. Now you're going to notice a page where it says Records. All you have to do here is two things. Let's go down to Add, select TXT. Then under Host, we're going to write the symbol @ and text value, we just paste what we had to copy from Google's verification. Under TTL, we're going to have 1 hour. Just make sure it's under 1 hour. And save. So now the TXT verifies that you own the domain name. That's what we just did. Now we want to point GoDaddy to Google's website. So the way to do so is just go up here, click the edit button, and under points to, you want to change this and type in ghs.google.com. That's it. Save. And we're done. Let's just verify it now. Let's go back. Click the verify button. Great job. Now let's go back to Google Sites, because now we want to assign our custom URL directly from Google Sites. So we'll go to Settings and then go back to Custom URL. Type in the custom URL. Don't forget the www and assign it. Perfect. Custom URL assigned. Congratulations, guys. This was the most technical part of this tutorial. Now let's move on. What we see right now is a theme. All this is a pre-built theme, and you can choose what theme you'd like here on the right side. Right now we're staring at the simple theme. You can choose the Aristotle theme, Diplomat, Vision, Level, and Impression. That's basically it. We're basically limited with the themes that we have with Google Sites, But you can change a few things here. You can change the colors. You can change the font style. And you can change the background. And of course, the context of the title. So let's change the background. We just click Change Image. And we could either upload or select an image that we have. The images are pre-built here in the gallery, or you could choose from your Google Drive, Albums, or Search and URL. What I like the most is go to Search and choose Cool Background. Here you're going to see free images that we could use on our website. So I like this theme, this background. Select, and it's free. You can see labeled for commercial reuse. So select this, and this is our cool background now. And let's say we want to change the page title. So we just double click here and change this to home. So let's now edit the site name. We can just tap up here and just write down the site name. And this will be shown all over the website. If you have your own logo, you could just add it physically here. Just click this button and upload your own logo. Notice that the style of the header can be changed. Just click here and press large banner, cover, title only, where I usually like the banners type. Now let's fill up this page with some content. So what we want to do is press insert. So now you can see on the right side that you have all these options that you can insert inside the web page. So let's start with text box. Click text box, and you'll notice that a section is open. This section, you can fill it up with whatever content you want, text, and you can edit it. Imagine that you're editing a Word file, and it's the same exact thing. So just text whatever you want. So let's write, this is an example of text. And we can align it, center it, bold it, and just basically edit it just like a Word document. You could duplicate the section, or you could even change the background or delete it. Let's change this section's background. We could add an image or a background color. And if we're not satisfied with something, we could just undo the last action. Now let's add an image. We'll click on images, and we'll want this time to upload our own image. So just click on upload, and I'm choosing this. This is my dog. And now you can change the size the way you want it and change the location, just like this. Let's say I'm not really sure how my page layout would be. So I could always play around with it, but Google has here Google Layouts. The way to do it, you just click on what layout you want. So let's give an example for this, more like a 50-50 layout. And you could add, drag, anything you want here. So let's just do this. Just drag this image here. You could add text. You could also drag this one here. And notice this is an image layout. But if you want this type of layout, you can change whatever you want here as well. Or 4 images, text. Just play around with it. It all depends on how you want your website to look like. But it's really cool, and I really urge you to use this. It's very, very comfortable. And if you want to remove a layout, all you have to do is just click on it and then just click the trash can button. And you're done. Remove it and play around with it. It's really, really comfortable. And I actually like these layouts a lot. Let's play around with this a little bit. We could drag here. Let's center this image here. And we could go right here to the side and see all these widgets that you could add. So let's just press on the divider. You'll notice here. And let's say you want a button. This is really cool. So you can name whatever you want this button. Let's say just click here. And your link, whatever address you'd like to fill in. So this is our new URL. Insert. Oh, it's so comfortable. Now you can drag it wherever you want. Let's say here. And voila, this is really, really cool. This is why it's so comfortable for beginners, because it's really not complicated. Now notice this background is green. The reason this is green is because we chose the color theme green. If you want to change it, that's how it'll be. Change whatever color you'd like. But let's go back to the green color that we had. You could add a YouTube video, documents, sheets, charts, image carousel, and collapsible text. What is a collapsible text? Let's say example. And second example. Notice how the second example text is hidden under example text. This means it's collapsible. You press on it and then it'll show. It's cool. And let's add now a different layout. You want more images, so let's select an image and let's go to Google image search. So let's see, dog images. And let's just choose this because it's really cute. Insert. And let's add more. Sorry. And let's see, cute dog. Insert. Not me again. Sorry. Let's do select image and go to Google search and write dog. Funny dog. I'm just randomly choosing pictures here. Nice. And this is, we can center this. So this too. It's so comfortable, guys, really. Cute dogs, dog pics. Beware. Nice. Let's say we're done editing our page and we want to see how it looks like. All we have to do is just go publish. I want you now to notice something. Google will publish your website on their domain, as you can see here, google.com. Choose your domain, that's our domain, and the custom URL domain that we have. Now, for search engine optimization, for ranking on Google, this is not a good thing. This makes duplicate content. People could enter your website through your custom URL or Google's URL. This means your site has two versions duplicated on the web. So imagine Google needs to rank your website. Which URL would Google decide to rank to display on Google search results? The one with your custom URL or under Google's URL? This is duplicated content that SEO analysts would tell you to run away from. And again, this is one of the reasons that I don't really recommend using Google Sites, but for our purposes, we're going to make this anyway. So let's go ahead and click that publish button. And now that it's successfully published, let's go up to the top right corner and view published site. All right, so this is how our website looks live. It's cute. All right, now let's go back. And let's say we want to edit something. Let's just add here the name Gal. And let's see, we don't have to always publish it and then check how it looks like. We could review changes and publish. We check that. And now this is the before and after. So this is after the changes and it looks okay to me. All we have to do is publish and beautiful. This picture is so cheesy. I can't believe I'm even uploading this picture every time. It's just my dog. I just love him so much. Anyway, we want to add now a footer. So we go down all the way down and we click edit footer. It's so simple. It's just the same thing. All you want to do is just add any layout or text, whatever you want. I like usually to add text, and we could write our information. And how about just contact info? And usually they have copyright on the footer. So you see how I edit this, and I can just literally drag and drop. Let's center this, and let's just write copyright 2020 and our domain name, right? How does that look like? Now keep in mind that the footer and the header will be displayed on every page of the website. So make sure what you write down on the footer and the header would be usually built from menus. Now the menu is built from pages. So let's move on to making a page. We'll click on the pages section, and we'll notice the only page that we have right now is home. To add a page, we'll click on the plus sign down below, and you'll notice that we could add a name for our new page. So we'll call it Funny Dog Video O's. Now the advanced button will show you a custom path. The custom path gives you the option to write down your own custom URL. That means right now, if you don't do anything, it'll be www.chooseyourdomainname.com/funnydogvideos. Instead of having it under funny dog videos, we can write whatever we want as a URL. So I'm just going to write down example. And I'll press done. And now we can see our new page. So let's notice a few things. One, a new section here of funny dog videos is available for us to toggle between homepage and the funny dog videos. And the second thing is that we now have a menu showing the funny dog videos page and the home button, of course. Now let's make this page a little bit more interesting. Let's add a video from YouTube. I'll just write down dog video funny. That's how I type. I'll I'm not even looking at anything right now. I'm just selecting the first option. Okay. And we'll expand this. See how easy everything is? It's really intuitive. I love it. Okay, and let's publish this. Now again, before we publish it, it shows us the before and after pages, and everything looks good for me. Let's just publish. And we are successfully live. Let's open this in a new tab. Let's just check how it looks like. And nice. Really cool. Now remember that custom URL that we made? Let's go check it out. Let's check our custom domain name. Chooseyourwebsitedomain.com and look at this. /example. Perfect. If we wouldn't change the custom URL, it would have been funny dog videos, which is also good. I'm just showing you how to change the URL per page. Great. Let's close this, and we'll close this. Now let's just clean up everything. Okay. So now we know how to add more pages, but how about a drop-down menu? Let's say we want to add another page, but I want it to be under the drop-down menu from Funny Dog Videos. So I go to Funny Dog Videos, click on these three buttons, and add a subpage. And here we're going to add a new name for the page. Funny, cute dogs. Nice. Beautiful. Now we could add more content. Let's do more videos. Dogs. First one that pops up. Boom. Nice. Oh, that is cute. Okay, and I would recommend having maybe another page, like an about page. It's so easy, really. Let's go to home. And let's publish everything. Notice how it's taken me to review changes before I publish it. So let's click publish after I confirm. View published site. Looking good. And I forgot to add more information about the About page. But I'm leaving that for you guys to do. It's really simple. And you can really write down what your services are, what you do, who's your clientele. Anything that comes in mind should be here, basically. This is where you show off about yourself. Now, obviously, not every page that we make will want to have under the navigation, under the menu. So to remove a page from the menu, all we have to do is just click here and hide from navigation. And that's it. Simple. Let's go to the home page. Let's take a look. Okay, now let's cover some more advanced tools that can really enhance your website. So first of all, let's go and let's open up a new page. Just for the embedded items. So I'm just going to call it embedded. Embedded. Now all the items that you see here are basically taken from your Google Drive. So if we want to embed something, we'll just click on Drive and we'll choose whatever file we want. We could do the documents, PDFs, Excel, spreadsheets, Let's just try a document. Click on it, insert it, and whatever's in it, you'll basically see, it'll display it. Now you can resize it, make it a little bit smaller. Basically, the users will see what's on this document, but if they want to see the whole document, there's this button that's visible for the users, open in a new tab. Once this happens, they click on it, and all you want to make sure is that it's shareable. So now we want to edit the share settings. So let's click on the advanced section, bottom down, and notice it's on private, only you can see. So click change, and now click on public on the web, where anyone on the internet can access, no sign-in required. This is what we want. Click it, and done. Perfect. Now it's shareable. We could add more documents, just like we noticed before. These are just random documents that I have, but you could align them together. Nice. Cool. So you get the point. Same thing with images, files, calendars, slides, sheets, forms, and charts. You could do the whole thing right here. It's super simple. Now, I don't need this page. I'm just going to delete everything. This is how we delete it. And we're back. Now, how about if we want to change the order of our menus? It's very simple. All you have to do is just drag them. So let's say we want the About page right next to the Home page. Done. Simple. Drag and drop. Now the menu as a default is set up to be top navigation. But if you want to change it, go here to navigation settings. And under navigation, click the mode button and choose side. This way it's going to be right here. Instead of the top, it's going to be on the side. Just like this. If you want to bring it back, just go back. I prefer it to the top side. And great. All right, let's go back. And we want to add now table of contents. I'm going to show you how to add table of contents under a new page. Let's just do this for an example. Now let's go down to table of contents. We'll click here. And it says add heading, and they will appear in your table of contents. What you want to do is just click on the text box and make sure that it's not under normal text, it's under heading. So I'm just going to write down first section. And now you notice that it's under the table of contents. If it wasn't under heading and under normal text, it wouldn't show on the table of contents. Now, if we want another one, click text box and second section. Make sure it's under heading, and so on and so on. Table of contents is actually really good if you have a long page. It's good for user experience, and it's actually really good for SEO. So keep that in mind whenever you build a page. I'm just going to delete this because I don't really need this page. Great. What else do we have? Okay, so we have the embed option. Basically, an embedding is adding more gadgets or widgets that are not displayed with Google Sites. You could add these widgets by a URL, defined URL, or embedded by an HTML code. Right now, we're not going to get into this. You have all the options that I think that are really basic enough for you to build a very nice, lean website for anyone to enjoy from. All right, so let's move on. We now know how to build our own website, but how about getting information about the users? How many visitors do we get to our website? Where are they from? What's the type of audience that we're attracting? What are the peak hours of my website's performance? We can get all this information from Google Analytics. Google Analytics is one of the most popular digital analytics software there is. It's owned by Google, and it gives out service to analyze in-depth detail about the visitors of your website. So it's great to really use, and I really recommend at least trying it out right now. And I'll show in one of my future videos on how to use Google Analytics for beginners. So the next step will show you how to set up Google Analytics tracking ID so that you'd be able to log into Analytics and see your website information. Let's begin. So we go up to the top right corner where under Settings, we'll go down to the Analytics section. And we'll notice the Google Analytics tracking ID is missing. So what we want to do right now is go to Google and write down just Analytics is enough. And the first result. Now, of course, you'll have to be logged into your Google account, which I'm guessing that you already are. Now, once the panel opens up, now you'll notice on the bottom left, there's an admin section. Click on it and click on the Create Account button. What we want to do here is add our new account. So we write down our account name that we want. So I'm just going to do the Choose Your Domain sample website here. And just continue on. Keep these checked. And click on Next. You'll notice that you want it to be under Measure Your Website. Click Next. And in this section, you want to enter your website domain URL and the site title. You can select your industry. I'm just going to keep it as in business, and your time zone, and just click Create. Here you're going to have to accept for Google's terms, read them, go through them, and click Yes for both of them, and I accept. Now on this page, the only thing that really is important for us now is to notice the tracking ID number on the top of the page right here. Now we're going to copy it and paste it in Google Sites. We'll go back to Settings, Analytics, paste it under the Google Analytics tracking ID, and that's it. Click the X button, and we're done. Now let's check if it works. So let's go back to Analytics. Let's click on the Home button. And you'll notice there's 0 users right now. Now in order to check it, let's go to Real Time and let's click on Overview. You'll notice that there's 0 users right now active on your website. Let's go check if Google Analytics tracks our activity on the website. So let's get into our domain. Just make sure that you're under your domain and not under Google Sites domain, because we just set up the Analytics account to receive data under our new domain. Now we're active on this website. Let's go back to Analytics, and we'll notice right now that there's 1 active user. And this is great. It works. Congratulations, guys. Now we have everything set up. As I said before, we're going to have more tutorials on Google Analytics. Right now, all I recommend is just play around with it, get to know the interface a little bit, but don't take your time too much. You want to focus on building your website and adding valuable content to your users. I'll just close now the rest of the tabs and go back to the editor. And that is all, guys. That was how to create a website with Google Sites step by step. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos on how to build websites from scratch and more related videos like this, then please hit that subscribe button. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.